Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this 2023 Kia Soul and we're going to do the front grille chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how the front panel looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material in order to black out the front panel. Link for the product will be provided below, but with that being said, let's start with the installation video. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the front panel that we're going to be working on. So all we need is water and baby shampoo mixed together in the spray bottle. Once you have your solution, spray it onto a clean microfiber towel and make sure to remove any contaminants that the panel may have. And once you are done prepping the panel, make sure that everything's dry. That way the adhesive on the film is able to tack down to the chrome. Okay, so now that we finished prepping the panel, now we can start with the installation. We're going to start by installing the piece that covers the lower section of the grille. So for this front end section of the installation, it's a 3-piece installation. So one that covers just this outer section, one that covers the top middle section here, and then the last piece that covers the remaining section on the top. So when you get the film, grab it and align it to this middle section first. Make sure to start by aligning it on the top section, and you could give yourself enough material to cover everything. And once you're aligning everything else, use the lower half of the panel as a guide to align the rest of it. So just lift it, follow the design until you reach to the other end. And it should reach up to here. If you need to realign it, you can. Just lift it carefully and readjust it. And the same steps that were done here, just repeat it to the other end. And then we're going to use our squeegee to tack everything down and make sure to remove any air that's trapped behind the film. Okay, so just grab your squeegee, start tagging everything down. And then after we're done tagging everything down, we're going to apply a little bit of heat just to help the adhesive on the film activate faster. And then if we have any extra material, let's say on the edges here, we would just trim it off. If we don't, we just move on to the next piece. So now we're moving on to the top piece here. So with this one, just align it on the middle section too as well. You will notice that the design of the film does have a curved design right in the middle. So just align that curved design to this middle section of the panel. So just lift it carefully, align it to each section, just like this. And just make sure when you're aligning it, you're covering all of the chrome on this section here. So the film is going to overlap just a little bit with the other one. That way it covers the chrome. And now once you've tacked it down, lift the film carefully and just finish off with the alignment. You could use this body line of the panel as the guide to align the film. That way it overlaps and the chrome doesn't show. So just take your time, help it reach it to the edge. And it should be up to here. And the same thing that was done here, repeat it to the other end. Once you finish aligning the film, grab your squeegee and just start tagging down the film. Make sure to remove any of the air bubbles that you may have on the film. And if you need help tagging it down around the curve, just apply a little bit of heat and help it tag down little by little, and it should sit. So you would apply heat here on these two curves here, and a little bit of heat on this small curve, just so it tags down. So grab your heat gun, apply heat around the curved areas, help it tack down, and then if you have excess material, we'll trim it off after. So just apply a little bit of heat, let the film cool down, and you can use your finger or your squeegee to help it tack down. And the same step that was done here, do it on this curve, apply heat and just help it tack down, and do the same for the other remaining curves. Apply heat, help it tack down, and then we'll trim off excess material. And if you do happen to have excess material, there is a small gap in between the grille and the panel that we're working on. Once you find that gap, just carefully insert your blade and trim off the excess material. So just like that. And you trim off what we don't need, and you just repeat the same process. Look around the panel wherever you see excess material. Some of it you can tuck in underneath the panel, but some of the sections you won't be able to since it's too much excess material. You would just trim that off. Okay, so now we're moving on to the last piece of the front panel. So with this one, just align it right in the middle. You are going to notice that this middle section does match this section of the panel that is being worked on. So just align it, make sure you're covering the chrome. Once you finish placing the film, all we need to do is just lift it, follow the panel, and just make sure as you're following the panel, you're covering the chrome. That's all that really matters. If you need to lift it and readjust it, you can, but it's that simple, just like that. The same steps that was done there, repeat it to this other end. Once you finish placing the film, grab your squeegee, start tagging down the film, remove any air that's underneath the panel, and then we'll apply heat just to help the adhesive on the film activate faster. And if there's any excess material, let's say on the top section, we'll just remove it. Okay, so now just grab your heat gun and apply heat throughout the entire panel. That way we help the film tack down underneath here. So you're going to notice that the film covers the underneath section of the chrome. So just apply heat to help it tack down underneath, and then we'll trim off excess material. Now, if you have excess material, you could insert your blade right in the middle between the panel that was worked on and this plastic section of the grill. There is a small gap. Once you insert your blade, just carefully trim off the excess material we don't need. And you would just repeat this process throughout the entire section wherever you see excess material. So just remove it, and you just continue throughout the entire section, and then we should be good. So once we finish with the entire installation for the front panel, the last thing to do is to grab your heat gun and pulse heat the entire section that was installed. Make sure you apply heat evenly throughout the entire film. That way we help the adhesive on the film activate faster. So take your time throughout each section, and once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. So that concludes the installation video for the front grille chrome delete installation for the 2023 Kia Soul. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.